Yeah, I think the next local government area is Ondo West. Ondo West.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Ademola Ibitoye. I'm from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. The local government assigned to us is Ondo West. Total number of registration.
I am Selina Beckley, the electoral officer, Ondo West.
Now going to our voting. The total number of registration area, we have 12. Total number of registered voters, we have 171,104. 171,104. Total number of accredited voters, 39890. 39890. The votes scored by parties are as follows. Party A, 29. Party A, 29. Party AA, 08. Party AA, 08. Party AAC, 82. Party AAC, 82. Party ADC, 205. Party ADC, 205. Party ADP, 245. Party ADP, 245. Party APC, 15977. Party APC, 15977. Party APGA, APGA, 17. APGA, 17. Party APM, 32. Party APM, 32. Party APP, 49. Party APP, 49. Party LP, 390. Party LP, 390. Party NNPP 10. Party NNPP 10. Party NRM 21. Party NRM 21. Party PDP 10627. Party PDP 10627. Party PRP 53. Party PRP 53. Party SDP 227. Party SDP 227. Party YPP 46. Party YPP 46. Party ZLP 10159. Party ZLP 10159. Total valid votes 38177. Total valid votes 38177. Rejected votes 1657. Rejected votes 1657. Total votes cast 39834. Total votes cast 39834. Cancelled polling units. We have cancellation in 5 wards, comprising of 8 polling units, and they are as follows. In Ward 1, polling unit 13, there was overvoting. Ward 2, polling unit 10, refusal of the use of smart card, which was attributed to waste of time. All of efforts to make them to understand failed. So there was cancellation. In the same Ward 2, polling unit 11, the same thing happened. Then Ward 5, polling unit 3, there was overvoting. Then in polling unit 6 of the same Ward 5, having concluded voting, they brought out the voting bag, emptied it, and burnt it. That took place in polling unit 06, Ward 5. Then in Ward 07, polling unit 27, there was overvoting. Then lastly, in Ward 12, polling unit 04, while voting was going on, midway the card reader malfunctioned. And the PO there decided to make arrangement for another smart card reader. But the voters said no. They will want to conclude by voting without smart card reader. And they refused. They did not even allow the PO to look for smart card reader. And in the same ward, Ward 12, polling unit 12, there was overvoting. And so, necessary report have been made to that effect. There was no case of PWD, that is.
Yeah, sorry, Professor.
Yes, sir.
You only told us the specific words where you had cancellation. I think it will be useful to let us know how many votes are involved.
Wow. Okay.
The total number of votes that are in the council, not just the ward and the polling unit. It must be a specific number.
All right.
Like in the Ward 1 polling unit 13, where you said there was overvoting.
Okay.
So how many accredited voters are we expecting there? And the same thing for the others. Because I think the party agents will also be interested in those figures.
Well, in Ward 1, the number of registration voters were 880. In Ward 2, we have 354. In Ward 5, we have 573. In Ward 7, we have 929. And then in Ward 12, we have 777. All right, sir.
Apart from that,
Yes.
it's supposed to, we are concerned about those units. It's giving us the votes in the wards. We are concerned about
The ones that were cancelled.
The one-
The specific polling unit.
We want to know the number of voters.
It's not everything in that polling.
No, he was just talking about the wards. Then, when
Yeah, because the have to be sure. Yeah, maybe you have to repeat everything as to cancellation.
Okay.
The very first one you mentioned was Ward 1, polling unit 13, overvoting. So how do you come about the overvoting? How many accredited voters?
All right.
I think it's better to go over them one by one. Then we too can add. I mean, just to confirm your figures.
My figures. Well, the
Sir, we did not compile the votes of the unit. We only wrote the names, the names of the wards, the names of the PUs.
That will not be useful to us. If a particular polling unit, let's assume there were 300 registered voters, then how many were accredited? Because before you cancel, you must have accredited them. How did you say it was overvoting? Is it that you are expecting maximum of 200, it now turned out to be 205?
Overvoting because the number of voters were greater than accredited.
But greater than what? You have to give us the figures.
All right.
Unit by unit. You have mentioned about, I think the first one you mentioned was Ward 1 polling unit 13. Let's start from that one. From my record. You said Ward 1 polling unit 13 that was overvoting. What overvoting doesn't tell us much story. How many accredited voters, then what did the result give? Then you can then say there was overvoting. That was why you did the right thing by cancelling the vote for that polling unit. Because it's very important.
From different local.
Step down Ondo West.
We don't have any other local government yet.
No, we have Odigbo. Oh, sorry, it's on the way. Well, we cannot be waiting on them. We can just have 5 minutes recess. They don't have to be under too much pressure. So when you are through with the figures, you let us know. We are here. So we can stretch our legs. I'd like to just crave your indulgence that what we have here is the result sheet from ECHD. So we have to open it now just to show that no figures have been pre-recorded. The party agents can just come close so that you can cite this one to show that no figures have been pre-recorded. Nothing has been written there up to now. It's just now we want to transfer or transcribe. Okay. Are you satisfied? Yeah, thank you.
Various units affected, the area affected, total registered voters, reputation there, if there is, and then total votes our council. Because or rather whatever you have of this footage, you know how to let it be defended. So please, just get all these things out. Because you won't even spend too much time.
of the Ondo State Governorship election live from the INEC headquarters in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Of course, we're still waiting for the conclusion of the exercise. So far, about 3 local governments are left to be announced. The results in Ondo West have been stepped down, so it can be some of the irregularities in the figures can be resolved. And so the chief returning officer had stepped it down and asked for a 5-minute recess so that can be resolved. So far, let me give you a breakdown of some of the results that have been announced so far. The local government areas are Ifedore, local government area, Okegbo local government area, Ileoluji, Irele local government area, Akoko Northeast, Akoko Southwest, Akoko Northwest, and also Ondo East, Owa local government area, Akure North, and Idore, as well as Akoko Southeast and Akoko South local government areas have been announced. Also, Ose local government area, Okitipupa local government area, and Ondo West was the last one before it was stepped down because of the issues of irregularities, which the chief returning officer has asked that there should be a 5-minute break so this could be resolved. Don't forget, there are 18 local government areas in total in Ondo State. And by law, a winner in this election is expected to have the maximum number of votes, should lead with the highest number of votes, and also can only win with in 2/3 of the local government areas. So we are waiting for how that will pan out and all the permutations that will lead to declaring the winner of this very election which held on the 10th of October 2020. A day after, we're still waiting for the final results to be concluded and the winner to be announced. So far, 15 local government areas results have been turned in. 3 are yet to be determined. We understand that a few of these local government out of the 3 are not yet within the premises. So hopefully this exercise will get underway as soon as we have the results coming into this auditorium. A total number of 17 governorship candidates and political parties ran in the race, and we're seeing at least 3 candidates who are getting ahead in some of the figures that have been announced so far, giving somewhat some kind of the lead in the race, and an eventual winner will be announced when the figures have been put together. It does look like the 5-minute recess is not exactly 5 minutes, but we're still waiting, and the remainder of the wait might not be as much as the ones that we've exhausted in the past day or so.
You're watching Channels Television right about now. Let's head back to Akure, the Ondo state capital, to continue with our election coverage. It's the announcement of results, the final collation of results from the Ondo governorship elections. Stay with us.
Ward 12. Polling unit 12. We have smart card, on use of smart card. Then also in polling unit 004, which was reported previously when I was giving my report initially, that in Ward 12, polling unit 12, there was overvoting. Now this is the form EC8A for that polling station.
Which one now?
Polling unit 12.
Yes.
Sorry, Ward 12, polling unit 12.
Now you said the smart card was not used.
Smart card was not used. Thank you very much. So it's not overvoting in that polling unit, but smart card was not used.
Yes.
The same thing in the also in that same ward, polling unit 12. Smart card was.
Sorry, which ward now?
Ward 12, the same Ward 12, but there are two polling units. Polling unit 4
yes.
and polling unit 12. In each of the polling units, their smart card was not used.
For both of them?
For both of them.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Is that all?
Unless there are other information you want to know.
So, about the council votes?
Yes.
So the number...
Okay, to total number.
So with the accredited voters, for Ward 1, polling unit 13 was 154.
Yes.
Then for Ward 5, polling unit 003, accredited voters 119.
Yes, sir.
Then for Ward 7, polling unit 27, 187.
Yes, please.
I think we can as well add those three.
That's right.
To get the total number of cancellations for...
That's right, for those...
Ondo West.
That's right.
So 154 plus 119 plus 187.
That's right.
So that will be 813, 20, 2, 7, 8 plus 8, 16. I think 460. 460. 460. So yeah. That's the figure for the number of cancelled votes.
Votes in the, yes, sir.
For likely overvoting.
Yes.
Overvoting for the 3 units. Is that okay?
That is correct.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
So you are discharged and acquitted.
Thank you very much. Question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we have reasons to believe that what happened in Ondo West goes beyond what we are seeing here. We have reasons to believe that what happened in Ondo West goes beyond what was right here. You said we are going on a recess for maybe 5 minutes, but we went for almost an hour. For something that could have been resolved under even 2 minutes. We believe that this should have been tidied before here, and for it to take that long, we want to believe that a lot must have happened, because it does not take rocket science or rocket mathematics for us to arrive at this. We had a lot of reports in Ondo West that there was a lot of rigging, violence, manipulation, overvoting. We have not asked if the number of voided votes. We only know the number, we only know that there was overvoting. Apart from this overvoting, was there any vote that was voided? That is another question. But I really want to suggest, sir, that by the time we start probing this, it will definitely lead to the total cancellation of the votes in Ondo West. Because in auditing, when a manipulation is done and we are looking for 5 naira, we don't allow that person to bring the 5 naira But we probe it very well, and we might discover a fraud of even 5 billion naira. So I really want us to look into this case very well, because we had so many issues in Ondo West. We're actually waiting for a report. I think the report will come even before the end of this exercise. Thank you.
Can I?
Yeah, please.
I'm highly surprised for the comment made by the last speaker, because we didn't have any issue other than what we had reported here. In fact, it's so surprising. I was just looking at him, when he was talking. I want to, you can probe, but we have all the documents here. And I want to explain to you why it took long. Because I work with facts. I don't take figures arbitrarily. I have to go deep into the papers used, even at the police station, to extract this information, to be sure that I am giving the right report. And you can go and probe to any level. I know that we are in order. So it took long because we were dealing with documents, volume of documents, and they are there if you want to see. In fact, I brought this to here in case there's going to be question on it. That is right from the polling station. So the information we gave here are the information or what actually happened during the period of election. When it comes to manipulation, count me out. I will never do it, and I will never be part of it. Thank you.
With all due respect, I know you couldn't have been at each of the police stations. It's practically impossible. Even if you're a magician, you can only depend on the data you collected from each police station, which most of them are already on the social media anyway, even before we left this place. 5 minutes, 10 minutes after the conclusion of voting, they already pasted it there, photographers, in social media. So I believe you, sir. Your own is just to take the results from all the various police stations at the ward level. The ward will then come to the local government headquarters. I think your own assignment was at the local government headquarters. Just like me, of course, I never visited any of the 3,009 polling units. I didn't visit anyone. So just the one at the polling station, to the ward, then to the local government. So it's the one at the local government that you are bringing here. Based on it's just arithmetic of what happened at the various polling stations in your local government. In this case, Ondo West. I think it's fine. I think the gentleman with Aketi. That's ZLP, Abi.
ZLP. This is APC. I want to thank the umpires for a job well done so far. And I want to reply to what he has said. I think what happened in Ondo West is very clean enough that we should not apply any sentiment. The reporting was not about violence. There are one violence in one place. The remainder are overvoting. And where there is an overvoting, the result is supposed to be cancelled. There is not. The law is so clear. But for you now to apply sentiment and say there was violence, there was this, there was that, who gave you the report? Because when we are here, we should be careful of the information we are sending to the public out there, so that we don't just send information that will create problem. Because I think what we are hearing here is what we must respond to. And if your agent or your people in the local government, they have reported anything to you, then you state it exactly the same way they have stated it to you. Please, I want to appeal that we should mind whatever we say here. We are in a decent society. God bless you.
I think if I recollect overnight, in the case of the local government, the collation officer reported violence. Yes. But it's not, I know, that's what I'm saying. But in the case of Ondo West, the gentleman here, I'm not sure he's going to stake his reputation. If there were incidents of violence, he would have so reported. So I think we have spent so much time on this. No, I think the gentleman in the second row.
Thank you. I'm going directly to. My name is Honorable Sunday Adejuigwe, representing ZLP. As regards Ward 2, polling unit 10 and 11, I think from the report we had from the field, what was reported to us was that in polling unit 10, Ward 2, the smart card failed to function, was not functioning. And the people had to wait. INEC officials said they were going to look for replacement. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. They couldn't bring any. And the people there were agitated. They said, okay, let us vote. Were they supposed to be deprived of their voting rights when the INEC could not provide the card reader? And the time was almost expiring, and they said, all of them, all the voters there agree, okay. Because before we thought there should be incident forms where card readers were not functioning. But now, if all the voters there agree, okay, if INEC refuses to provide the card reader, let's go ahead and vote. So we don't understand why now they have to cancel those votes. That happened in the Ward 2 PU10 and PU 11, and also Ward 12 PO4 and PU4 and PU12. So who exactly is at fault? Should the voters be deprived of those number of votes? Should a political party be deprived of those number of votes because they couldn't get the card reader? Thank you.
Yeah, I think you have spoken eloquently on those cases. And I think the reports have been collated. I mean, we are not a law enforcement agent. And we also know that if there are complaints of irregularities, I think there are opportunities for people to ventilate their grievances subsequently. I mean, I don't have power to cancel any vote here beyond what the collation officer is presenting. I wasn't there. So, okay. I think we are done with Ondo West. So we thank you, sir, Professor from Obafemi Awolowo University and the lecturer officer.
Thank you very much.
So you have to kindly submit the original. Is the local government ready? Or you need 2 minutes? It's not ready yet, but they have arrived. Okay, so we wait on you. Like, how long do you need? How much time? 10? Okay, we'll give you 15.